I think this is the part that lures people into the show, and then they listen to it.
What the?
Thank you.
That's
Now, bump.
nice. I like that laugh. John Wellington! What's the name of our show? Unsuitable Language 38. It's actually not number 38. That's
It's
what
just
we had to
unsuitable
put.
language.
That's the number we had to get
Yeah.
to YouTube. We were suspended from X.
What? Not free speech, Elon. Free speech, Elon. Why?
Because we weren't verified. And then
You
I
didn't
said,
pay the $7 or $8, Elon. Oh my
pay
God!
the
Free
money.
speech damned, huh? For
pay the
$7.
money. I don't know why. I couldn't get around it. They kept saying, you're not verified. You can't be verified if you don't pay us $7 a month.
Oh, we got to be verified funny. We got to be
Verified.
verified parody. Oh, well, we're not parody. This is real life. And
It's gonna be funny.
that sucks.
What is that? It's the little sewing thing. It's not. I didn't slobber something all over myself like usual.
Oh, well, that's good.
Not like usual. Good morning, John.
Good morning.
You look like maybe someone woke you up an hour early today.
Yeah, I am struggling a little bit this morning.
We had spring ahead. We sprung our asses ahead.
We sure did.
I wonder if my computer did it automatically. It did. Well, I see. I just been using my phone today, so I was right only by accident. Here's how what wakes me up in the morning.
Oh, okay.
My wife kicks me out of the bedroom. She comes home from work and kicks me out. So, that's a hot bedroom.
Are you behind a little bit?
I'm ahead. I'm an hour ahead.
Okay. Everything paused real quick. I don't know if you noticed.
No.
But then it came back. It was like 3 seconds, and then it came back. So, and then it was like it looked like you were subtitling yourself.
Abracadabra.
Ooh. It was like Putin controlling Trump. You know what I mean? All of his, Trump. What do you want to have happen? What do you want to have? Oh, okay.
Oh. Putin controlling Trump. It's like this. You couldn't hear that?
I couldn't hear that.
Son of a bitch! What the fuck?
Oh my goodness! We'll get it. We'll get it one day.
I gotta present. Stop screen. Present. Share screen. Entire screen. I'll just do entire screen. It always works. Share. Add to stage. Remove from stage. Now you should hear what Putin asks Trump every week. It worked?
No.
You didn't hear it?
I didn't hear anything.
Huh. Suck my dick. All right.
Is that dick good?
Yes, kid.
How good is that dick?
Oh,
How good is that?
Heard that. I can hear that.
How good
That is very clear.
How
that
good is that dick?
So clear.
Donald, how good is that dick, Donald? Ooh, frankly, a lot of people say it's a great dick. Of all the dicks, it's ridiculous. It's the dickliest dick I've ever had.
All of them are trying to get into this country.
I sold him my $5 million. Go to the front of the line card. You go right to the front. Skip line. It's like at Cedar Point. Everybody's skipping in front. It pisses you off.
I mean, $5 million has got people thinking like,
I hate that skip the line bullshit pass.
I could live okay someplace else for $5 million.
Do you pay for that? Do you get to skip the line pass?
No. It's just, wait in line like everybody else. Don't be a douche.
More. It costs a lot more. How much more is it? It's like I've got money.
I think my wife looked
drive a
into it, but
Tesla.
it was outrageous.
I drive a Cybertruck. I go to the front of the line. I bet everybody has a Cybertruck. Here's a. I bet they have skip the line passes.
I mean, I would if it's like, let me put it this way. If you like saved for it and you accounted that for it in your budget and everything, then good on you. But if I could see doing it for like one ride that always gets, you know what I mean? It's always packed and you just expend, okay, we're going to do this amount, but just for this one ride, you know what I mean? I kind of get it.
One. You got to buy it for all of them.
Oh, do you? I don't know. Like I said, we went a bunch of different places, but we never really did that.
Well, Disney World was like this, and Universal. You went and got a ticket for the ride instead of waiting in line. You got a timed ticket, and then 2:00 you would go get it in the line for the people with tickets.
Oh, is that the skip line or whatever?
Then you skipped ahead, but it didn't cost more. It was part of the system.
Oh, see, we went to Universal, and did you do the skip the line then?
It was a time thing. It wasn't skip the line, but you did skip lines.
Oh,
you made like a reservation.
Oh, I don't remember having to do that for Universal as much.
Maybe I'm wrong.
But I know they do have skip the line, but I know that one time they had to shut a ride down while we were in line or something like that, and they gave us a couple of those free I don't know if it's skip the line passes or whatever that we could use for whatever other ride we wanted. Yeah.
Because you wasted your time?
Yeah, but it was only like for, I think, one ride or maybe two rides or something like that.
Oh, that was nice.
So that was kind of cool. But
when I went to see the movie Oppenheimer in LA, we went to a 758 theater. It had the actual, it was filmed on a special sound thing.
Uh-huh.
And it started like 2 minutes late, and they gave us all tickets for free movies there to go see another movie. I'm like, really? For just like, it was hardly a delay,
Yeah. Did you like it?
Oppenheimer?
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially with the sound of the nuclear blast, as good as it can be. I mean, without being there, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't want the actual nuclear explosion, even though my closing joke is often a nuclear explosion joke. Akira, the Akira joke.
Yeah. That's I know that joke.
I don't know. The jury's out on Akira joke.
Heck of a gal.
Some people love it. Some people don't, though.
Heck of a gal.
Heck of a gal. I still got it.
I mean, you got to go to talent. I mean, that's
She, you know what? It was kind of like this.
Is that dick good? How good is that dick? Oh, how good is that dick, bitch?
It's the opposite of that.
But why does it sound like it's the same guy answering himself?
Yes, Daddy.
It's like his real doll is talking back to him. That would be creepy.
Is it? Akira actually sounds like this person more.
Oh, your phone ringing. Your phone ringing.
Oh, Marv.
Pick up your phone.
No DEI,
Hey,
John.
pick up your phone. Your phone ringing. Your phone going to go to voicemail.
Unsuitable language.
It's DEI time. There's no DEI. You can do. You can
Ladies
do
and
it.
gentlemen, I just want you to understand that Marv comes from a different generation where sometimes
That was Jerry Lewis shit right there.
he doesn't understand that those things are no longer acceptable.
Your phone is ringing.
And sure, some stereotypes are true. Don't get me wrong. And Marv may have a point. Who knows? But we don't necessarily condone that
if
kind of
I did it on a game
here.
show, I would get this. Ooh, that's not good.
You got to go to comedy jail for like 2 minutes there, Marv. Just for being hacky. It's not about how you do it. It's for being hacky.
I'm getting some Taco Bell if I'm going to wait. That's another DEI joke. Taco Bell. Oh, I'm getting Mexican today.
He's
The food. The food. I'm not going to go hunting like Trump's guys.
Oh yeah, where are you gonna go? Oh, I
Place in
froze.
Brunswick. Place in Brunswick.
Oh, I'm
I don't
back.
know.
All right.
We ate there before. They didn't put enough cheese on my. They didn't put
Dick?
enough cheese on my nacho fajita. Not enough. I'm going to tell them, I want some fucking cheese on it this time. Give me no nacho.
Look,
It's
you know
just
that's like a kind of a thing. If you don't give Americans enough cheese, they're gonna get pissy. Americans love cheese.
trying to get bound up. We don't want to just go in the bathroom and go. We want
Right?
to. I want to grind it.
tube.
I look like Thanos. I'm getting that Thanos look. I'm getting fatter. I got that nutsack chin.
Oh.
Okay.
Well,
What's going on? The name of the show this
week.
week is State of Division. Why did I name it State of Division? Because this week, the President of the United States
Mhm.
delivered the State of Union, folks. The State of the Union.
Yes, he did.
It went off smooth.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing happened.
Nope.
As a matter of fact, one of the representatives got up to sing. Let me find him here. Representative Al Green got up there to.
So in love with you, whatever you want to do. Oh yeah, all right with me.
Yeah. All right, Al.
Al, good.
Make me feel so brand new.
We're going to get dinged
I
on
wasn't
that.
aware of his game.
Russia's not going to play this because of that. It'll be like not played in Russia
Oh, yeah.
because it's a copyright violation. Russia respects copyrights.
Oh, yeah. They're like hardliners about that stuff.
That's not what really happened, John.
Send us to the gulag.
What really happened, you're saying, Marv?
What really happened, Marv? Wait, he didn't sing?
He did not sing.
He's good. He's really good.
I did it wrong. Shit. He protested. Al Green
With a song.
with a song.
Okay.
No, he didn't sing.
Oh.
He didn't sing. He protested. Share screen. Al Green singing. Al Green being kicked out. Let's see how this works. If I can do this.
Because of singing?
Yes. Add to stage. Can you see it good?
Oh, I mean, come on. How can you not like?
Can
that
you
was
see
a
it good?
song.
This is the State of the Union.
1 month gain ever recorded, a 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions.
Sit down now.
That's your warning.
No mandate to cut Medicare. That's what he said.
Man, little Mike is laying down the law, ain't he?
Quorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the sergeant at arms to
This
restore
chair-
order to the joint session.
Oh, and Dan jumped up and
Little
said,
Mike,
"How good is
how
that
come little
dick?"
Mike didn't do anything when Marjorie Taylor Greene was yelling out?
Oh, don't be making that relevant point.
Man, little Mike flexed his muscle.
You
Little
won't
Mike.
lose.
Mr. Green, take your seat.
I heard that when
Take
little
your
Mike
seat,
gets
sir.
home, his
Take
pastor
your seat.
welcomes him with bare feet and a glass of milk. And a pair of
Finding that
pajamas.
members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the sergeant at arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
You know why this is funny? You know why this is funny? Is because all this is, and this is all it's ever been with all these guys, is what can we do to make Donald like us more?
It's
Right?
Yes, it is exactly that.
And that's exactly what Donald would want. Get him out of here. He's not going to interrupt my speech. Get him out of here. And then what happens? He's out of here.
Republicans saying.
So now Little Mike scored some major points today. He moved up. We got to make our list of the power rankings underneath Trump on who he thinks is his number one, his number two, and who's falling. Our power rankings.
I don't know. We should do a power rankings list. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
To do it right now. Who's number?
Yeah, you got your dry
We got
erase
Trump.
board.
We got Trump.
Well, yeah, he's cult leader, but who's the power rankings underneath of Trump?
Well, I
Who's
guess we have to
moving
vote
up
on
and
it.
who's going down?
It's still Elon, I think.
You still think Elon is number one?
I do. Even though he got his balls smacked today, this week,
Yeah.
but he's
Well, he
still
was
out
told
there,
to wear a
he's
suit.
still out there stealing information.
I'm sorry, told to wear a suit has to be at like number 3.
Are you serious? He was
Yeah.
told to wear a suit?
Well, it's probably why he did it.
What? He wore a suit?
Yeah, he wore a suit to the State of the Union.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him at the State of the Union. I didn't watch the State of the Union.
Yeah, he was standing there in a daze for a few minutes just looking around. I mean, I get it to an extent. Like, it's kind of neat you're there.
Weren't
But
you doing comedy too that night?
yeah. And I
We went
went
to
back and looked at stuff.
Spotlight, the bar on Madison Avenue. Come on out
Yeah.
on Tuesday nights. Check it out. It was a good show this week.
It's always a good show there.
It was full though. Well, it wasn't when we went up, but it was full at the beginning.
Right. We everybody had
There's some bad jokes that people left after hearing. So
well, I don't know it was as much as that. I think that there were some new people there that were like that one guy had lost
came
his
with their
interest in
friends,
football.
and when their friend performed, they left.
they left.
That's what it was.
Now the kid didn't leave. It was good on him. The
His
kid that
friends
lost
left.
his fantasy football, he stayed.
Yeah, but
He
his
stayed
friends
for a
left.
while. Yeah, but then he left. Yeah, I mean, come on. But yeah, I get it.
They didn't see us.
No, we were at the end.
So they lost
Okay,
out.
There were a lot of
we were the best sets of the night.
Well, we're not going to go that far. I didn't see all the sets.
I did.
Oh, okay. Well,
Clearly. But Noah Bakari, he does a really great Trump. He does a really great Trump.
I don't know if I saw that one.
Yeah, you came in late. He was like second.
Yeah, I got in. I get.
They're running out to go do another show. Those real comedians are running out to do another show. They don't stick around for the rest of us. Like Marty and him, they leave.
Yeah, I gotta start going to the other shows too. But I like to stay there a little bit to hang out with those guys.
I kind of believe in staying at a show you start at. If you performed, you should stay and watch the other people.
Well, if you're
You
trying
can't
to,
always do it.
yeah, I mean, I think that. Let me put it this way: if you are trying to do this, you need to do as many mics as you can get in one night. So I understand going to different mics. And the other thing that it does, it actually leaves the opportunity so those people that were sitting at the bar can actually sit at the tables instead of sitting at the bar like the comedians were.
It didn't happen that much. They didn't move
What's that?
People don't move that much. I'm telling you.
I know, but if they were just already sitting at the bar, that would force the people to sit where?
In the seats. But the people at the bar are usually there all night.
At the very beginning of the show? Like all those people were at the bar?
They were there when we left too. A lot of them.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm just saying that's usually what as a comedian, I don't want to sit in the seats that are for the
I think I got
audience. You know what I mean?
Oh, I think I got a sneeze.
But sometimes I understand that the only people that can fill up those seats are the comedians. So it is what it is sometimes. But I would rather audience members be in the tables than them at the bar.
I thought Jeremy's set was good.
Yeah, there were a lot of good. It was a good show. Chris does a good job with that show. That's a good
Chris
one.
could have done more. Chris was funny, but he didn't do very much.
Oh, very much time.
Yeah. Chris is hilarious.
I think sometimes it's hard every week to host a show and then keep thinking that you need to do the new stuff every time. It's okay to still do old stuff and throw it in there to go.
Hey,
so I think it's a give and take all the time with hosting.
You know what we did though? We were talking about one thing and we just dumped it to talk about comedy.
Yeah, you got us
We were
on the
talking
spotlight
about
track. It's okay.
state of division. And what'd you think when they kicked Al Green out? You were making some points. No one could hear you talk while you're fighting over the sound of the. They didn't do it, any of this to who?
Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
The
That's what I
other
was saying.
Green.
Yeah, little Mike didn't flex his muscles and kick her out. Nobody kicked them out. I mean, I don't think that.
Yeah,
Last
yeah.
time that happened.
stupid. You're a liar. You liar. You're stupid. Oh, that's okay. You can do
But
that.
when's the last time that's happened, Marv?
Uh,
Do you know?
well, no, the one guy got up at Obama and yelled, "You lie."
No. I mean, kicked out, escorted out.
Never, to my knowledge, never.
I mean, maybe in the 1800s.
There was a guy that
When did they
came in
start
and
using the
beat
State of the Union?
beat a cane. I think it
Yeah.
was
But that was
Sumner.
that wasn't during the State of the Union, was it?
No, it was just a regular session of Congress.
But you know that is going to happen. By the way, I'm going to call it right now. One of these Republicans is going to beat on a Democrat in the middle of Congress. I'm calling it right now.
Did you see the twit that grabbed the sign out of the woman's hand?
Yeah.
I wanted to
All
bitch
these
slap that.
things are just escalators. That's all it is. It's going to happen. The reason why it's going to happen is because of our power rankings. The only way you can move up is by doing something
Well,
radical.
we
for
were
your
doing
leader.
that, and I got Elon. You didn't even offer another name.
Well, we were on it, and then you mentioned Spotlight and comedy.
So we're on
You're
Elon.
blaming me for
I
you
say
bringing it
Elon
up.
still, but he is suited now. So who is number 2?
I'm sorry, Elon's 3. I got Elon at 3. He was forced to wear a suit
Who is
and had
2?
to go to the State of the Union.
Who took a spot?
J.D. Vance at number 2.
Oh, I don't believe it.
Oh, are you kidding?
JD is permanently below someone else because Trump said, "You're not going to be my successor."
But when he did that on live television and went after Zelensky with Trump, I'm telling you, scored some major points.
I don't think so. I don't think Trump was impressed.
Are you?
Trump tried to out crazy him at that point.
Well, no, but his boys back home were loving it. That's who he's got his butter breaded with.
Don Jr.'s number 2, maybe.
No, Don Jr.'s not.
They asked him if you're going to run, and he goes, "Why would I prop up J.D. Vance all this time if I was wanting to run for the job myself?" He goes, his comeback was, "I support J.D. Vance," which supports your argument, but Don Jr. is deflecting, and you know how those Trumps are all liars.
Yeah, but I got at number 4 coming in strong. I got Mike Johnson.
Oh,
I'm telling you,
sauce.
that jumped him up power rankings.
JD, Elon, then Mike.
Yeah.
Where's
Wait,
Rubio?
Oh, Rubio's going down in the power rankings. He's at like 6 or 7. He wasn't even, they didn't even tell him about the Zelensky stuff.
So who's
He's out of the loop.
we got Trump, JD, Elon,
Little Mike.
Mikey, RFK.
I mean, he's in the, don't get me wrong, he's in the top 10, but he's not cracking the top.
Cattell? Pash Cattell?
I mean, no, remember, he's not white. So he's
Bongino?
not going to be in the top 5.
Bongino?
Who?
Dan Bongino, the secretary of the FBI?
No, he's not even in the top 10.
He's a huge Trump suck-up.
Oh, yeah, but that doesn't mean he's in the inner circle or anything like that.
Well, we got top 4. We got Trump, JD, Elon, and Mike. Who's going into 5? Who's sliding
I think
in?
there's probably another congressman or senator that could be up there that's really Trumpy. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene or any one of those. Oh, Lindsey Graham. Lindsey Graham's at least 5.
Yeah, he golfs with him all the time.
Yeah, he's at least 5.
Lindsey.
That
Are we
four
gonna-
spot is
How
vacant.
far are we
It's
going to go?
trying to
We
get
just
in
going to go top 5?
I mean, we can, but you still got Pam Bondi. You've got the secretary, or you've got the press secretary, and they're not in the top 5, but they're at least in that 7, 8, 9, 10 area.
Levitt. She is a huge suck up.
I forget. There was another secretary.
Sean Duffy stood up to Musk this week in the cabinet meeting.
It's on TV. They put up there, so he must.
Sean Duffy's like, planes are crashing all over the place, and you want me to lay off more air traffic controllers? That's what he said to Elon.
Oh, you know what? Hegseth. Hegseth's probably around 4.
Oh, Hegseth.
He likes Hegseth.
He's above Mike.
No. Well, he's below Mike, but before Lindsay.
He's changed the name of 2 bases.
Yeah, I mean Trump loves that shit.
But they're you know what they're doing is they're finding a real soldier with a Southern name. And they're saying we're naming it after this guy, not the Southern general. Like why puss out?
Well, doesn't that sound completely Trumpian? The whole thing.
Yeah, why are you pussing out on it though? You're gonna change it back to the fucking Southern guy's name, but you're gonna say, "But we're not naming it after that guy."
Right? That's exactly what Trump would do. It's performative. Again, anything. So he did something.
Yeah,
but he backdoored it. It's Trump.
They find a private that was in the army with the same last name, and say we're naming it after this guy who fought in World War I. Oh no, you're being attacked! I saw the movie.
I know
Venom. I saw Venom 2 this weekend.
Is that how Venom 2 does it?
Sort of.
This is her thing.
All right.
Hey.
This is a new one. I don't know what this is going to sound like.
So wait, we got to finish the power rankings here. Ow. Hey.
He's shaking it.
Did
you hear that?
Don't do that. Just sit there.
Did you hear him shaking it?
No,
What the fuck is going on with my sound system? Stop screen. Share screen. Full window. Share. Okay. Here's what I did. That's Hegseth. That's Pete Hegseth. You heard that, right?
What's that? No, I didn't hear anything.
You couldn't hear it?
No.
What the fuck is going on? You heard that?
That was Miss Maggie, by the way.
Is that Miss Maggie? You heard
Maggie.
You heard Pete Hegseth shaking it?
No, I didn't.
Can't fucking hear it.
He's got to be in top 4, and then you got Lindsey Graham to round out the top 5.
I'm jaking it. I'm jaking
You're not hearing
it.
that?
Oh,
I hear it now.
so good.
I don't know that it was worth it, but I heard it now. I didn't want to hear it.
Now?
Nope.
What the fuck is going on? Why is this shit working? I don't know, John. My shit's not working.
Well, I mean, I think that's something you need to talk to a medical professional about it.
How about this? Can't hear it.
No, I think there. Now I hear it. Now I hear it.
I know what I got to do. I got to put it on the screen, but just hit the.
Now I hear it.
Okay, now I got. God, it's so hard to figure things out. All right, so we got our list. We're gonna do top 5 every week, power rankings.
Yeah. Well, we should try to do top 10. We could get top 10 out of this. So we're at 5, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Hegseth is 4
5?
though. Hegseth is 4. Mike is at 5.
Yeah, and I think number 6 is where we start putting in women. You could probably at least get
Lindsey Graham then.
Well, he's number 5, but
No,
then
he's
you
6.
get.
He's 6.
I think Bondi's, or is it Pam? Is that
Pam
her name?
Bondi, Carolyn
She's got to
Levitt.
be 6.
Levitt.
She's 7. She's 7, 8. Or you know what? I would actually put Kash Patel ahead of her.
Yeah, Patel.
She's got to do more progressive demonizing. She's doing okay, but she hasn't said that Democrats have claws yet. She hasn't said that we walk around like beasts and we're hunched over, that we still steal children. I mean, she hasn't gotten even that far yet. So,
Okay, so we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Levitt's 9 and 10. Rounding out the list is number 10.
I think number 10 would have to be Dan Bongino, or however the hell you say his name.
Bongino.
I mean, maybe Linda McMahon's at number 9.
She's losing her job already.
That's why she's number 9.
Big balls could Big Balls be 10? We're on 10 now.
Big Balls is not at number 10. He's not taking a meeting with Big Balls. There might be
Rubio?
No, Rubio was. We didn't put in Rubio, did we?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's probably got to be like 7 or 8.
But Sean Duffy stood up to Patel. Elon. Who else did? Who else stood up? Sean Duffy's head of the FAA.
Oh, well, that's why I just get fired. I mean, what are we talking about here?
Who else? Someone else stood up to Elon.
I mean, well, are we going to put another billionaire other than Elon in that top 10, though?
How about the guys with the tariffs? Because they were jerking them on, jerking them off, jerking them on, jerking them off.
I don't. I think we're more looking at like who's the Inspector General? Ratcliffe. I think he's in one of those. Could be in one of those top 10 before he was the
Ratcliffe's over there on the computer.
Yeah, and he's doing all the garbage work.
Well, who's tearing up the economy? Who's doing that?
I mean, all of them. I mean, what do we want to do here?
We want to put a limit on their talking.
You've reached your limit on talking. Shut the fuck up.
That's what we want to do.
So what's the top 10 look like?
I got Trump.
Well, he's the leader. He doesn't count as the
JD
under him.
He's in the power rankings.
It's like he's the NFL.
He could fall.
All right. He's not going to fall. He's like the NFL part of it. Everything under him.
Elon. Okay, Elon's 2 then.
Okay.
Exit is 3. Johnson is 4.
Wait. Where's Vance?
JD was number 1.
Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. All right. Yeah.
JD, Elon, Hegseth, Johnson, Graham.
Okay.
Patel.
Okay. Yeah.
Bondi.
Yeah.
Levitt.
Okay.
Bondingo.
Who's the Who is there? Oh, or you know who's
That's
first?
it.
Stephen
That's
Miller.
it.
That's who we forgot.
Who?
Stephen Miller.
I haven't heard about him.
He's always there, dude. He's like the architect of all of
All
this.
right. I'll
like
put
get rid
Miller
of
at 10.
Mexicans and stuff.
Miller's at 10 then.
I think he's further up than that, but yeah, he'll have to do something.
Where do you want to put him? How about Homan? Forgot about Homan. The borders are. He's not happy. Not happy. Homan's not deporting enough people. He's unhappy with Homan.
Man, that bottom 5 is fluid.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to see a lot better performances out of some of these senators and congressmen, like outrage.
Let's bring up Jeff Merkley's thing. Let's bring up Jeff. Is there that?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong; they've all got an opportunity to break into that top 10 or break that top 5, because Lindsey Graham's gonna drop.
All right, we're going to bring in Jeff Merkley.
You know what would help if they all started speaking Russian.
Oh, comrade. You ready for Murky? Jeff Merkley. Tell me if you can hear it.
Thank you very much,
can hear it.
Chairman. I wanted to ask you, Mr. Lendo, is President Trump a Russian asset?
Absolutely not. He's the President of the United States, duly elected by the American people.
What?
Well, the reason I ask is many people back home have been asking me this question. And they say, if he was an asset, we would see exactly what he's doing now.
He's doing this.
For example,
If it
he
looks like a Russian and
to
talks like a Russian,
forward
walks
or
like a Russian, and quacks
express
like a
from the
Russian,
Oval Office
guess what it probably
propaganda
is.
that has been Russian propaganda, that Ukraine started the war, that
You know what the whole thing
Zelensky is
is?
a dictator.
That if, even
Second
if
of
that
all,
let's say
he
the
gave
peak
away
is true,
key things on the negotiating table before the
the
negotiations even
reason why
started.
he's saying that it's not true is because there was 4 of them instead of 3. It's some detail like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
There's definitely a P tape.
There's some
Ensuring
it doesn't
U.S.
necessarily
would
need to be
absolutely
P.
oppose.
It could be a video like that or something like that with young girls, and instead of like 2, it was 3, or instead of like 1, it was 4. You know what I mean? It's something like that that gives him the thing in his head that, well, that's completely false.
Yeah, I remember the big lie was, frankly, I didn't even spend the night. I wasn't even there. And then they
Right.
checked the logs, and he was there from Friday to Sunday. So there's no way he didn't spend a night in Russia.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I'm just saying that the stuff about
He lies so much.
that they've got dirt on him. They've got great dirt on him. Amazing, beautiful dirt they have on him.
Any possibility of NATO membership for Ukraine. Third,
I
he's
bet
cut
the
off the arms
Russians have
shipments
Epstein
to
tapes.
Ukraine, completely undermining their ability against a massive neighbor next door with short supply lines and huge resources. Fourth, he's undermined the partnership with Europe, which has been essential to security over the last 80 years, a major goal of Putin's. And then he's done everything to discredit and dismean Zelensky on the international stage with the just shameful press conference in which he teamed up with the vice president to attack Zelensky.
Let's hear how these guys answer.
I can't imagine that if he was a Russian asset, he could do anything more favorable than these 5 points. What else could a Russian asset actually possibly do that Trump hasn't yet done?
Senator, the president has made it absolutely clear that his top priority is to try to bring peace and end an absolutely savage war. I know you're familiar with the savagery. This is turning into World War I style trench warfare now in eastern Ukraine. The president is an exceptionally gifted deal maker. He is probably the only individual in the entire universe that could actually stop this. The president understands as part of his deal
Well, let's
making
turn
This-
to another of
that
the
you
folks
have to
here.
carrots and
Thank you
sticks.
very much, since you're now off the topic I was
Who's
raising.
old Captain America here? What's his name?
Mr. Whitaker,
Berkeley.
I mean,
these
he's probably
5
around
things that
15,
the president
Talking
has
to Landau.
done that are so favorable to Putin and so damaging to Ukraine and to our partnership with Europe, do you approve of them?
Well, Senator, thanks for that question. I'm just going to have to politely disagree with you on those 5 things and the way you've framed them. You know, the war in Ukraine would have never happened if President Trump was president in 2022.
Moving up the
The
power
war in Ukraine
rankings.
happened because of Joe
He's moving
Biden's
up the power
weakness.
rankings, Marv.
after his
I don't think
withdrawal
that was
from
the question I
Afghanistan.
asked, but maybe you could some other time go on
Oh, that's gonna
television and
move him.
express
You know,
those
he's
points
gonna
of view.
go
But
like
do you
this.
mind
It's
just
gonna get you to
answering
10 if
the
you're
question
gonna
I
do
asked? Do you agree with the 5 things that President Trump has done, starting with him expressing Russian propaganda from the Oval Office?
Well, you know, again, as I mentioned to your colleague, I am not
And he
here
looks
to
like
assign
Amos.
labels. We're in the middle
come
of
on.
a very
Answer the fucking question.
important peace negotiation.
Okay,
Anna,
Greetings,
thank
Ambassador.
you. I do hope that we have an administration that works to get the very best deal for Ukraine. But what a Russian asset would do would be to work to get the very best deal for Russia. And that appears to be exactly what Donald Trump is trying to accomplish. I want to turn to USAID, and you've heard from my colleagues. We have a group, Mercy Corps, headquartered out of Oregon, that has contracts all over the world, places like Liberia and Kenya and Syria and DRC and Ethiopia. One of the things that I was really struck by was one of their contracts. These are mostly clean water, healthcare, nutrition contracts, helping people in desperate situations in partnership with the host nations, which is all about both helping people, but also building that relationship with those nations. But in Liberia, the contract that was canceled provides support for school lunches for 146 schools and 25,000 children. I was very struck by this particular contract because when I was down in Guatemala, I was asking the president, what is the most effective program we have in Guatemala that he'd like to see expanded? This is a former president of Guatemala. And he said, school lunch program. He said, here's the reason why. One, our kids don't have enough nutrition. They're stunted. Second of all, the prospect of getting lunches at school gets them to school, and education is essential. He said, third of all, it creates local contracts for people who prepare the lunches. So it's a little bit of economic investment in every village around the country. Does it make any sense to cancel a program like that that is so beneficial in so many different ways and is done in partnership with the host nation?
Is that directed at me, Senator?
Sure.
Well,
why not?
As you know, NATO is a different animal.
Absolutely, I know it is, but you have broad foreign policy experience, so maybe you'd like to, and maybe I'll just get quickly an answer from all three of you, whether it makes sense to cancel such a program.
So if I could hop in a second, the Secretary Rubio's waiver specifically covers life-saving medicine, medical services, food, shelter, and subsistence.
Very interesting. Then why hasn't this contract been restored?
Again, sir, I can just look at the waiver. If
Well, here's the thing. Let me just explain that the Solicitor General, Sarah Harris, said the funding freeze is not continuing. It is over. But the fact is the gears are not turning, and the gears have to turn in order for contracts to be restored and for aid to flow. And so we're talking about diseases overseas. We don't want people getting on planes with those diseases and bringing those, well, the fancy term, but Ebola type style of diseases here to the United States, et cetera. And it is just double talk to say that the funding freeze is over when the gears aren't turning because administrations find other ways to keep them from turning, including having fired all the people who turned the gears. So I don't want to hear about the waivers when there's no sincerity in actually applying them and making the AID function again. My time's up. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes,
Senator
Merkley.
Scott.
Senator Merkley, I applaud you.
There we go. That was good.
Hey, we restored funding. No, you didn't. It specifically says we're going to feed the kids. No, you're not. You're not doing it. You're just not fucking doing it. You fucking liar.
But you know what? I think bald guy, Thanos, that's the NATO secretary or the.
I don't. He used to be. He's the guy Trump tried to make attorney general.
A hitman. He used to be a hitman. What?
He tried to make him attorney general the first time, I think.
I don't doubt. I mean, Trump sees that guy as like on a TV show is like a bad guy, and that's the perfect guy he wants for his attorney general. I mean, that's every like second in command movie guy that goes like the head henchman of every movie I've ever seen.
Guy after Vader chokes the guy to death. Is that who you're saying?
Why is my? He's not like he's not that high up. He's not like Vader level.
No,
it's
the
like
guy,
the first guy after
Vader
guy,
choked the guy.
then,
Vader choked the guy, threw him on the floor, and said, "Next." That guy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's how improv works. You never say no, John.
Well, I don't do improv, Marv.
So, Merkley bitch slapped him, but what come of it? Nothing. They're still not getting the food.
Yeah, no, nothing's gonna happen. You know what happened? They scored more points. It wouldn't shock me if Trump had a little power rankings list, like somewhere mentally. He was like, "Ooh, he really got after him. He's gonna move up a little bit. Tick, 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 tick."
So what can Democrats do, John? What's their
They
plan?
need to start making their own plan, Marv.
What plan?
Well, or which part are we talking about? Because there's like several things that we talked about pre-show on what the
Well,
Democrats.
I
can
mean,
do.
my idea was I liked what Green did, but fucking 10 Democrats voted to censure his ass.
Oh, you mean holding up a sign and wearing colors is not enough?
No,
I mean,
Green's
what are we doing here?
Green. I saw the interview with Green. He goes, "Look, I didn't plan on going in there and doing that, but when he got up there and said, everything's going great, I couldn't handle it. I said, you don't have a mandate to cut Medicare." Because that is what they're doing. They're playing this stupid game where, we told the department head to cut $880 billion out of his program, and just because his only program is Medicare, we're not saying we're cutting Medicare. We're telling him to cut $880 billion out of his program, which is Medicare. But we're not saying Medicare.
This is once again where the Democrats all not being on the same page.
Yeah, they should be screaming off the rooftops, "Fuck you, it's
So,
Medicare."
They should have, and they didn't do this because they're Democrats, looked at all the rules and regulations involved with the State of the Union address, the powers of it, and if the case is that if he stands up and says something, then they all stand up and say something, and they make them all get kicked out, and then see if what the rules are about, okay, what if you censor an entire body of the minority in Congress? Do they have that ability? And B,
Yeah,
hey, how about
could.
not voting for censoring your own guy?
Censure means nothing. Censure means nothing.
I know, but still. But how about not voting to censor your own guy?
Yeah, but we
Weren't there a
did.
few
We
Democrats
did.
that did that?
10 of us said, "Oh yeah, he went too far."
That's bullshit.
Fuck you. They're up screaming. They're bending over, showing their ass to Biden. Nothing happened to them. We didn't do shit. And now this guy says,
Because
"You
they're
don't have a
Democrats.
mandate for
Yeah.
Medicare." Well, sit down. No, Mr. President, you don't have a mandate to cut Medicare. Sit down, or we're going to kick you out.
Make them kick them all out. That's the problem with the Democrats. They just sat there and held up the sign. Oh.
I agree. What did the congressman that died make
all got censored? Wanted it.
Make big trouble.
How long would the speech would have been gone?
Make little trouble. What was it? Make big trouble.
Yeah.
Make good trouble.
What are we doing here? And then
he said, "Make good trouble."
Yeah, and then Mitch McConnell, or not Mitch McConnell, and then that's the other thing they need to do is the minority needs to Mitch McConnell their ass like Mitch McConnell did to them for years and years. I saw there was a report on I forget who it was. I think it was in the USA Today. They were saying that, a strategy that they should be using that they're not.
Explain.
So it's basically small ball. It's just like every time that they need a certain amount to make a vote or they can't make a vote, they take attendance and they make them perform every sort of menial role that the Senate and the Congress has.
But we give in to that. We don't do it.
All the time. Because part of it is laziness, to be quite
We're
frank.
reasonable people, John.
No, they're not. They're just
we're reasonable.
Oh, but we want to make sure that both sides are heard.
Your Majesty, I would like, before I suck your dick, I would like a roll call, please. Your Majesty, Trump. Your Kingship, Trump. Before we continue on, I would like an announcement of intent, please. I don't know what the fucking things are, but I surrender my time. That's what we do all the time. We surrender our time. I heard him say it all the time. I surrender my time. Democrats are always surrendering their time, John.
Take your time. Take all of your time.
And now they're coming up this week. By next Saturday, they have to have a budget in place, right? In theory, but they're not going to do a budget. They're going to do a CR, and the Republicans have decided to make it perfectly clean, except expand payments to the guess what? Who's going to get expanded payments? Guess which branch of our government's going to get more money?
Congress?
No.
Oh, who? I don't know. Oh, defense. Sorry.
Yeah.
Defense.
A modest increase to the defense budget.
I thought you meant that they were going to give themselves raises. I was like, okay, well, it seems they would probably do that.
Well, they're going to when they pass that tax cut. There's going to be a raise.
So how come, they aren't playing Mitch McConnell ball? Stop the government. Say they're going to shut down the government.
I think they should be getting in trouble like Al Green did. Al Green's my hero right now.
Is that just because of the singing?
And plus he can sing. Yeah, singing. He's a great singer.
So yeah, they should be threatening to shut down the government like the Republicans did, and I don't know how.
Oh, we're going to probably vote for this fucking CR.
Oh,
you watch.
They will. There'll
be some Democrats vote
for it.
Oh, we can't shut down the government.
We can't do the things that they did. We can't nickel and needle and everything
Actually,
like that. That would be
shutting down I really do agree. Shutting down the government is bad for Americans, every American.
They need to start doing something and showing that they're doing something.
I say they need to start having city halls. The Republicans aren't going to have any more town halls. That's what I mean. They're not going to have any more town halls. So you know what? A Democrat who wants to win that district should go to that fucking district and have a town hall there. And he should have it every fucking week.
Well, hey, real quick, you said you participated in one of these in a town hall kinda.
Tuesday night.
Talk about that a little bit.
It wasn't Tuesday night. It had to be Wednesday night or Thursday night. Emily Sykes, who is representative for the 13th District of Ohio in Congress, had a town hall, and she invited on it Marcy Kaptur. I think it's District 3 and up by the lake. Marcy was in a very close election. She has barely won. We have 4 representatives in Ohio out of 15. We lost one, didn't we? We're down to 15 now.
Yeah, I think so.
So it's 4-11. We're almost a 50-50 state. We're probably 45-55, somewhere in there. So we should clearly have more than 4 representatives. But we don't because of gerrymandering, which is illegal in Ohio, but they've stopped it from going into effect, the law and shit. Because Republicans don't fuck around. They cheat every fucking possible way possible. Anyways, so she invites him on, and the questions are like, what are we doing about the excessive dog noise in the neighborhoods? And they're asking this fucking stuff that you already know if you're paying attention at all. You know what I mean? It's like these people are in the town hall, they're picking which questions to take because you type them in.
Oh.
If they pick you, they put you on the thing and you ask it out loud. Okay. You say it. But it's like all very generic, very like none of this is helping what's happening. No one is asking a question like, look, what is your plan to fight back against Trump? No one asked that. No one asked that, which you think would be like an obvious question you would ask. My question was, what is our plan to respond to these massive cuts that are going on? And why did Marcy Kaptur vote to censor? So I knew they weren't going to ask it because I was going to embarrass the representative.
Yeah.
Why did she vote to censor Al Green? What is wrong with her?
Well, yeah, you probably shouldn't have put in the "what is wrong with her" part, Marv.
But they should have answered it. If there truly was a town hall.
No, because you said it yourself. They don't have a plan. They are their power rankings are worse because they don't want to back a person who is actually has a backing. They refuse to do it. They've refused to back Bernie for how many years now?
Forever. Bernie should have been president that year.
They refuse it.
The year Trump won first time.
And they've done everything they can to stop him, including anti-Semitism stuff, right?
Bernie is selling shit out right now. He's fucking filling up, overflow, everything.
And then the third thing is they have their own pecking order designed by Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer And if you get out of their pecking order on who's next or who's in line or whatever, they get out of control and they just do whatever the hell they want. This is the problem with the party. And then they go and they try to nominate that. I'm sorry. He seems like an okay kid, but the David Hogg kid,
yeah,
as a nominee for the second and the what are we doing?
Well, he's not in Congress yet.
No. He's not even in Congress. No, he's in the DNC. He's like vice chair or something like that.
Oh,
they nominate him like
they're just trying to capture the kid vote and a gun vote.
But quit doing that shit. Stop it.
Put some fighters in there, man.
I mean, this is it's. They don't know their ass from their tail.
AOC keeps on my Facebook page popping up all the time. And yes, she's a fighter, but she's not fighting for the shit in a way that I think matters. You know what I mean? I'm listening to Emily Sykes, who I think is doing a great job, except she's telling me how much money she's bringing into the district, blah, 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 blah. I don't give a fuck. This guy's dismantling our government. What are you going to do about it? No discussion of that.
Again, they are too worried about the pecking order and the remnants, and they're not trying to figure out how to stop this.
And Sykes is a legacy candidate, by the way. Her dad was a representative. So,
I mean,
like, all I could do is run against her.
You know, they should have Bernie out there. They should have Sherrod Brown out there. Sherrod Brown, what is he doing?
Tim Ryan's kind of a wild card. You don't know what he's going to support.
That's true. But I'll take him over the, alternative.
What we got? Yeah. Sherrod Brown's probably done. I haven't heard anything from him. Have you?
I saw a couple messages, but I don't think it was.
He busted his ass. He did what he could, and he still lost.
I mean,
Ohio's turning so red. It's fucking sad.
So, yeah, I mean, I think that's the biggest problem is that they need to. So the people that are, I mean, the response wasn't bad. Did you see the response
to the State of the Union?
Yeah.
No. What do you mean? What do you mean?
It was the freshman senator from Michigan who was a congressman for a while.
Yeah, former CIA though, so she's totally into the
CIA. Can be a Democrat.
Totally into this system though.
Okay, but
she's totally bought in.
Yeah, but she's been a Democrat for a while.
Yeah.
She was a congresswoman for a while. Her and that other, I don't know, the one, I think she's from California. We're doing a lot of good work. I mean, just because you're in the CIA doesn't mean that you're not.
Katie Porter.
Yes.
Did she get reelected?
I don't think so.
Let me see.
If she did, I think it was very slim.
I don't know if she got it in again. Let's see. Did Katie Porter? I can't spell elected for some reason. Katie Porter reelected. No, she was reelected in 22, but then she ran for the Senate, so she's out.
Oh, okay. Can you imagine Hakeem Jeffries or Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer going up there? Okay, guys, so what we're going to do is this is going to be our big protest. All the ladies are going to wear pink, okay? And then if you want to, you can hold up a sign that says lies on it, or you can I mean, what is this? Really? I mean, what a joke. They're just as badly performative as Trump.
Yeah, I said lies. I got him.
They think this is the bad part about Democrats, that they try to mirror some of the things that Republicans do, right? So they think by saying the word shit in a speech or cursing in a speech is somehow going to make them sound tougher or more amped up or meaner. We're going to take this shit. Yeah, you are. You're taking it.
Here's what we should have done to Trump. I don't have it. Wait a minute. For some reason I'm taking my shit off and turning it off today. Here we go. Put it on. Hide it. Hide it. Okay. Here's what we should have done.
Oh, because some came in the mail today. These nuts.
Got him! Got him! These nuts.
That's all we should have done.
That would have been better. If they all held out up signs that said "These nuts," that would have been better than what they did.
It would have been way better.
Will your mouth still remember the taste of
these nuts? Got it.
That's good.
Will your mouth still remember the taste of
these nuts? Got it.
Even if they would have brought that guy up there and got him picked up for saying it, and then they all held up signs, would have been better than what they did.
These nuts in Morse code.
These nuts.
They're already going to get demonized. It doesn't matter what they do; they're going to get demonized. Oh well, because the Republicans are. Well, I've never heard such disturbance in all my life. I mean, that was a thing.
Oh, the black man with the cane really destroyed everything we're trying to do.
He needs to sit down. And then they knocked the sign out of the one lady's hand.
Oh, that guy. He needed punched in the head. He goes,
but then you got Democrats there. They're like, well, big deal. We're going to do nothing.
He took my sign. I'd have bitch slapped him.
The sign was stupid. Sorry. All of them signs. All of the signs.
The sign said this is not normal. She's trying to denormalize it. All right. We got it. We're almost out of time. Let's go. What else we got?
So what we got left here that we wanted to...
Town hall we talked about. Demonizing. I don't remember what that was. Vance is the boss.
The demonizing of Democrats has begun.
Oh.
And progressives.
Yeah.
They call them like the crazy lunatic policies and all this other kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That is
supporting Ukraine. For supporting Ukraine.
Yeah, they're going to be doubling down on these things.
Well, we're not going to cut your Medicare. Sit down.
Look for them to start comparing to Democrats and liberals to animals or some sort of inhuman type aspect, because that's the plan.
They just want to do bestiality all the time, and we're trying to stop it.
Right? It's just all this man on man action, and then they're trying to get more and man on man action and lady on lady action. And that's it's evil is what it is. It's evil. So they're going to start doing that stuff where saying people are evil and, all this kind of thing because of not necessarily, things that you do, but what you believe in. So that's going to start.
And this is really what the Republican Party comes down to, John.
Is that dick good? Yes, kid. How good is that dick? Oh, how good is that dick, bitch?
Those are the Democrats.
Here's the big talking point I heard on a lot of shows today was, why did we think we could run a black woman in America today who obviously hates anything DEI or woke? You can't be woke and
$104.06. Okay. Just had to get the time down. I got the time at 104.06.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna. It's
okay.
All right.
I know.
What was I saying? I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, Kamala couldn't win because she was black. I didn't even consider it. I should have.
Yeah.
I have so many guys. I'm not proud of knowing them, but they're like, I'm not voting for a woman. And a black woman.
And you know what else? How many of them don't have women in their lives?
Right. Don't be throwing facts at me, John. All right, we're gonna get out of here. What else we got?
Well,
That's pretty much it.
next week we're gonna introduce. We're gonna start working on Project 2030, right?
Ooh, next week I have a draft at 1, so we'll have to make sure we get it done. I have to leave by
A
noon.
baseball draft.
Yeah. All right, let's wrap this up and we'll talk off air.
All right.
Arrivederci, our fans and supporters.
We're gonna.
I put us on Blue Sky to replace Twitter, by the way.
Okay. We're going to try to help the Democrats figure out what the hell to do to combat this bullshit.
We're saving America. We're saving it.
We are. We're saving America one show at a time.
Us and the boys.
Yep. That.
Now say thank you very much.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Is that dick good?
Yes.
How good is that dick? How good is that dick, bitch?